we can invest in the future, make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys will not miss out for any future updates. You guys don't want to miss out. I know that, man. The Bitcoin pump, is it pumping? Is Bitcoin going to go higher? Is the Bitcoin pump over? Can it go higher? Is this where it ends? Is this it, everybody? We got so many questions. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share this live stream, everybody. Took a good day off yesterday. It was fantastic. I mean, this is a really, really great weekend, man. Some huge, huge achievements done by XPX, some huge achievements done by BTC. The markets are feeling really good. Some great things going on with Fed tokens. Some great things just happening in the market, man. There's more things to be happy about than there is to be sad about, and that feels great, everybody. I mean, let's be honest. We've been in a downtrend for a while, and we finally broken out of it. And all those conviction plays, all those great projects that you've been holding on to, those DCA plays that know is going to be those plays that really are going to make it all the way. You're seeing a lot of that rewards right now, everybody. Don't be afraid to continue to put pressure on these plays. These plays are going to continue to grow. Welcome in everybody who's pulling up. We got 7 people in here, barely 2 minutes, not even a minute and a half into the stream. So let's get as many people as we can in here. We're live on YouTube. We're live on X. We're live, baby. That's what we're doing. We're live talking about cryptocurrency while you guys see this gorilla dancing right in front of you. And we're going to start off with BTC. A matter of fact, I was having some fun yesterday. I'm going through my X account. We'll talk about BTC in a sec, but let's go to my X account, have some fun with each other, talk about what's going on for sure. Let's start off. Let's go to the X account of XPX, right? Let's go to the X. I want to show you guys something. We'll go to Rico Moneyback. So we have an X. We're live, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Moonshare's still live. This man, Soul Saver put in an overtime on the overtime. Let's go to Rico Moneybacks. Let's go to this guy right here. Let's scroll down as everybody pulls up. Feg for life, XPX2. Welcome in. Get magic before too late. What magic? Captain BNB. Whoa! Everybody pulling up. It's been a great weekend, Feg for life, XPX2. Look, I took the day off yesterday, and it was kind of like a celebratory day off in a way. And I was talking about the community. I was talking about XPX because we had a really good community space or community hour inside the TG, real wholesome one, really tight knit, and it was really nice. Hey, get the whole magic in here. That's at $50 million market cap. Get the whole community in here. We'll pull you guys up. So if you guys are sitting at $50 million market cap, you guys should have a community absolutely going crazy in the chat. Tell them, hey, this guy's about to talk about us live on a live stream. Let's pull up over there. Let's make some noise. But man, yesterday was a really good day to just kind of soak it all in, everybody. Like, honestly, soaking it all in was absolutely amazing. Then I was watching some of these live streams. I was laughing because here we go talking about BTC. We literally been telling people for a while about how I was going to fill this gap. So the fact that we're watching BTC fill the gap, the fact that we're having, these amazing things happen with amazing communities, it's absolutely exciting, everybody. Like we made it kind of, we made it out of that downtrend that was testing everybody. And then, I'm in this community hour yesterday. Shout out to the community members. We're in this community hour right here. XPX is doing a mini flex this morning. Must have gone to the gym. Rico Moneybacks. Yeah. You know what? Today was a gym day actually, but I had some fun yesterday, everybody. I stood up pretty late. I was kind of like, how like when you're about to do something new, you get wired out. I always say it's like the first day of school. Where you're getting your outfit ready, you're doing all this stuff, and you know that you're gonna be going, and you can't go to sleep and stuff, right? So I was like, I was up pretty late last night because I'm really excited for some of the things that I've already started to build. There's going to be some new attributes coming to the business side of XPX, man, and it is extremely bullish, and it shows you how XPX continuously is able to essentially, be ready for the next wave of how things are going to go, right? And that excites me so much. So I'm going back a few days because I want to go to the part where we're actually showing the chart because we're actually filling that gap. And I just want to show you guys that there's absolutely nothing to worry about. We're exactly where we've been talking about we want it to be. This is BTC before all this happened right here.
On a regular basis, and now we're essentially not hitting.
or we got the price. So here we go. When I was distribute up in the house, let's go. Let's get distribute up in here. Get the whole distribute community in here, all the projects that have launched, get all the captains in here. The cape must stay on. But I want to show you guys how time in the market beats time in the market. This was BTC about a week ago where I was telling everybody about this 50 moving average. That's why it's important that you guys stay tapped in with me. I'm not a guru. I'm just keeping it straight up with you guys. And we were talking about this 50 moving average breaking right here and how this could be bullish, right? And I think it's pretty cool that, you know, when you have great projects like XPX, a lot of the great projects that pulled up, if you trust the process, all of these things come and land on their lap. You got to let the market come to you sometimes, and that's exactly what we've done, everybody. So shout out to you guys that has let the market come to you, that have supported the great projects, because you know that was a short when we were talking about this break above the 50 moving average, and you guys can find a lot of the other ones where we're actually talking about filling this gap exactly to this red line. Long behold, that's exactly what we're doing. So you might be asking yourself, okay, Rico, you called it on this one, you got it, big deal, whoop de woo. What are we doing next? You know, what's the next move for BTC? And we have to understand that when we look backwards, we can see that there's natural corrections in how this thing moves. So the fact that we're seeing, you know, although we're at 95,000, 94,000, which feels way better than the 80s, way better than the 70s, you feel a little bit where it feels calmer, right? The weekend got everybody calm, like we're used to these prices all over. But I'm letting you guys know that, yeah, it might simmer for a second, but we still have this upper value range on the table. We're talking about $101,000 BTC. Now, when BTC breaks over 100K, we know that incites the market, that gets the market excited. Everybody starts to kind of go. So you want to still be able to find these great buying opportunities, these buying positions that are going to appear on these great projects. Shout out to the Kendu community. Get them up in here as well because I want to cover them. But you're going to see some more opportunities present themselves because we already know historically that it likes to test the 50 moving average. So we see the 50 moving average curling up right in the direction. We filled the gap that now we're going to be calling the banana gap for King Koopa. Shout out to King Koopa and the Gorillas because we got ourselves a banana gap that we filled, everybody. There was no crystal ball. What we were looking at is purely the technicals. We didn't care that they were saying tariffs. We didn't care that people were, you know, fearing the market. We didn't care that every space was telling everybody that it was all over. All we were looking at was, hey, we're finally breaking over the 50 moving average, and there's a gap for us to fill, and the point of control, which historically acts like a magnetic pull to price, is actually going to pull price in that direction. And we're having just that. So you might be asking what's next. To me, what I believe is next is, you know, some natural corrections on the 50 moving average, but we continue. The market is a lot more bullish. I don't think this is this, you know, we got tested with some corrections over here where it felt like it was going to go good. Even here where it felt like it was going to go good, but we kept going down. I don't want you guys to think that this type of up, back, down, and really still a downtrend is what's going to be happening over here. This up, back, down are going to be higher lows, moving in an upward direction because anytime that BTC is trading above the 50 moving average, it is a bullish trend, everybody. Not because I say so, but because historically, when we look back, we can see exactly just that. I want to show you guys some examples. We're going to go to Ethereum. We're going to check out XRP. We're going to check out Captain BNB. We're going to check out, you know, Distribute. We're going to check out, you know, this new one. Somebody said $50 million market cap. It's, I hold Magic and Bonk and Pepe. I want to see the whole Magic community pull up, man. What's up, Mr. Mo up in the house? Let's go, man. What a great weekend. Really, what a great. And Mr. Mo, thank you for the Reddit posts that have been coming out. I really, really appreciate everybody coming together. Like I said, yesterday was a bit of a celebratory day off for myself. Sometimes I'm so locked in, everybody, that sometimes I forget to look up and really appreciate what we've accomplished, right? And as I was talking to Mr. Mo, as I was talking to the community yesterday, Colin was in there, Ali was in there, TK was in there. As I'm talking and you know everything that we've done, we achieve. I'm hearing myself at the same time, like we're doing it, man. We are doing it. We're doing something very fantastic. And I got something special that's being developed on the business side of the pay portal. And you guys will be hearing it within the next month and a half, 2 months. It's going to be pretty wild the way we're able to expand, the way that we're able to do these things. But we'll get to XPX in just a bit, everybody. I see Mr. Mo and I get excited. And honestly, I drink not the whole thing, but some exquisite Peruvian rum yesterday, which, oh my God, on the rocks was absolutely amazing. And it was literally to celebrate XPX, to celebrate how many paid orders we have to celebrate that people are coming to us to build out things for them as far as, payment infrastructure. And the fact that we have it at our fingertips to say, oh, that's a good idea. I haven't heard that. Let's build that out. And we can do that. That's why X pays X marks the spot, everybody. And we're going to get into that stuff for sure. We got Boricua de Puros, que puro sepa. What's up, brother? What's up? All out crazy, man. I thought I loved me, but I think you love me more than I love me. All out crazy. I like to. I gotta troll all out crazy back. I mean, all out crazy. No, I don't think nobody. TK, you might have to troll. We might have to get you trolling all out crazy because I mean he's up there. We got Saphir up in here. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? Appreciate you pulling up, everybody. I see we got some good numbers on this beautiful, beautiful weekend day. Maybe it's morning for you guys, it's evening, it's night, it's morning, whatever it might be. It's amazing for me. That's what it is, everybody. So let's start off right here. Feg still alive. What kind of what? If all out crazy, can you get the look at how many gorillas in the chat? You're gonna say is Feg still alive? Oh, Feg is alive. Are you still alive? We're gonna get to that too. So if you want to stick around, definitely stick around because we're gonna show off how we're definitely still alive and how we're definitely still pushing. But we got to do some of these blue chips because in this last month, the number has went up. We have gotten an extra 38,000 views, everybody. So I know you guys see me posting these shorts like crazy and breaking them down. It's for a great reason. It's for us. Let me just show you guys what's going on. And I think you guys will be like, okay, let's support these shorts because YouTube, they shadow realm. They put us in the shadow realm um, when it comes to essentially, the live streams or when it comes to the live streams or when it comes to long form content video. But that right there, look at that. That's 35,000 more views, more than usual. And they're all coming from the shorts. So all these Feg token shorts, these XPX shorts, these BTC shorts, XRP posts, they're getting a lot of views. So we're going to keep pushing these out because it brings new people into the channel to come check out what we're doing over here. Let's go over to Ethereum next. We're going to leave the BTC one open. So get comfortable, everybody. Get comfortable. We got some work to do. We'll go to Ethereum next right here. Shout out to all the Ethereum people that have been subscribing to the channel. I'm seeing you guys. You guys might be asking, Rico, you did really good on that. YouTube algorithm will never be decoded. I swear, bro. I swear. But you know what? They're loving us on the shorts. So if that's what they want me to do, I just want us to succeed. That's all I want. So if it's shorts, we'll do the shorts. Here we go. So you guys are probably, owning Ethereum or probably loading up on Ethereum, or maybe you guys got an Ethereum meme coin that you guys might be checking out, and you guys, might be asking, Rico, you did a really good job calling that BTC price action. What do you got for us on Ethereum? How high can Ethereum go? Is Ethereum ready to break out of the trend? What's interesting is that we've been analyzing this together, uh, and we're seeing it kind of evolve and take shape and form right in front of us, which to me is very exciting. Why we do this every single day, so we don't skip a beat. And eventually your mind just has this locked in. Like you'll look at a chart and you'll know exactly what's going on, especially if you have the 50 moving average like this, where it turns green and red. I mean, it's pretty easy to see, but we're zoomed out on the daily chart. Since December, ETH has been in the downtrend. It almost pretended to go back up, but we've been in a downtrend. Every Ethereum holder, every Ethereum meme coin, you guys should be very excited because we're seeing the life in Ethereum come back with Ethereum at $1,800 today. But you should even be more excited if you've been pulling up to the channel because you would have been getting some cheaper prices on Ethereum because I was like, hey, Ethereum likes to trail behind BTC. And if BTC broke the 50 moving average and is filling a gap, and we know that BTC is the rising tide that raises all the ships, then we're looking pretty good, right? We're looking pretty good as far as that crossover on the 50 moving average. Well, check this out. Crossover on the 50 moving average. If it does the same thing that BTC did once it got above the 50 moving average and started to trade bullish and BTC stays bullish, it trades up to the point of control. So let's go to Ethereum. Right? It's breaking above the 50 moving average, just like BTC was doing when it was first doing it very slow. The first section that we have is right here, the lower value range that is at 2,400, which I think this is the price that we're going to be seeing really closely around this little time frame that we're in right now, paying attention to ETH and everything, that we're going to see ETH pump up to these prices. Now, obviously, it might crash into this and then trade sideways and hit the 50 moving average and keep going up to the point of control, which we know acts like a magnet and pulls price up. This is the price that Ethereum should be at, and this is the price that Ethereum is going to be at. And that humble pie is cooking right now because Ethereum is going to pump up, and every Ethereum play is going to go up, and your Ethereum that you're holding is going up, and you're going to wish that you bought more Ethereum because Ethereum is going to be going up to 3,400 for sure. We got the point of control. The upper value range, that one is the one that's on the table. Maybe we go up there, maybe we don't, because a lot of times what happens when we get to the point of control, it'll trade sideways because it's so magnetic, and either we break up or we break down. That's what happens, everybody. So, I'll keep it straight up with you guys when we get to that point and we're trading sideways. Same thing with BTC. What gives you the clue while it's trading sideways on that point of control of what it's actually going to do is you ask yourself, is it trading above the 50? Then you're like, it's a little sideways trading before we break to the upside. Now, if the point of control is underneath, or the 50 moving average, and we're trading underneath it, it's like, that sideways trading is going to lead us, and we're underneath the 50 moving average, most likely there's a downtrend waiting for us right there. So in the short term, I see, a potential Ethereum riding a nice smooth wave like this. ETH moves really slow, and all this chart will move over to the right. But the first price right here will be around 2,400 is the price for Ethereum. The second price, take profit, right? I'm not a financial advisor, will be up here at the point of control. And the last one would be up here at $4,000 Ethereum, everybody. We are in a uptrend. BTC is the rising tide. We see Ethereum replicating that exact same, hey, we're downtrend on the 50 over here on this side, and now we're above it where we turn around. This is exactly what BTC did. Downside on this side of the 50. Now we're on this side. Things are looking like a lot of fun. So that is Ethereum. Let's go to XRP next. Those XRP shorts go crazy, everybody. So we're going to make sure that we don't leave anybody behind. If you guys are buying the blue chips, we'll get the blue chips people to pull up and have them check out some of our DeFi plays. But that is BTC. Let's go to ETH. We cover that one. Let's go to XRP next. Then we'll go to Solana. Then we'll go to BNB. We're going to check out the whole market, and then we're going to go straight DeFi. We'll start off with FEG token, letting the gorillas pull up. Somebody asked, is FEG token still alive? I think we need more gorillas in the chat. There should be a moment where there's no question of a doubt that the jungle is thriving, everybody, and that for sure that it is, okay? So let's go over to XRP next. XRP. Right here. So we got XRP doing a lot of the similar movement that we like to see. What's up, Pixie? Welcome in. We got a lot of that same motion that we kind of can understand in the market with XRP, and we're seeing the 50 moving average again be very responsive, but we're seeing the point of control a lot closer, right? So be careful with XRP because it likes to test people. It's still riding that 50 moving average, so there could be a shakeout, at 191 to liquidate some longs. But really, we're seeing XRP, which we've already talked about it for quite a bit, when XRP was $2, that it was going to be headed up to $2.36. I remember that clear as day, and that's exactly in the direction that we're headed towards. If BTC continues to rise the tide, then we're looking at the upper value range of XRP, which is exactly at $2.86, which could potentially, create some FOMO and get people to push the price all the way up to $3.38, or could basically also see some selling pressure because everybody that bought into the pump, when they heard XRP, what they did was, buy the top, and now they're waiting to paper hand now that it comes back up, only to be shooken out as price goes a lot higher, everybody. I've been doing this thing since 2017, been a YouTuber since 2021, been a developer since last year with, Ali, David, and Marlon launching XPX. So when it comes to this market and looking at this stuff, everybody, I'm not a guru, but man, I got a lot of patterns that I've seen a lot of times back to back, and I can identify these patterns, and I want to identify them and share them with you, and you guys let me know what you guys think. But right now, XRP looking very bullish above the 50 moving average with the incentive of the point of control, that magnetic pull that comes and pulls price up to about $2.36, which we've been covering. Higher upper value range, $2.82. Let's go to BNB next, everybody, and then we're going to go to Solana. We're going to keep the show moving. We're going to bring up everybody. Get your DeFi project in here. Get your gorillas in here. Get Magic in here. Get Beppe in here. Get Shiba Inu in here. Get everybody in here that you want to get in here. Here we go. Solana's a little bit volatile, right? We've seen it all these little pumps and pump, but really now we're having the real breakout, the real trend, of breaking the 50 moving average at the same time with, BTC. And we're seeing how it's clear as day that honestly, BTC is that rising tide that raises all the shifts, because look at how everybody's chart looks extremely similar. Not picture perfect, right? That's why we always say that this is definitely not picture perfect compared to how BTC was moving. But whether or not it was in a downtrend with BTC, that was not a question. Whether or not BTC is above the 50 moving average and we have ourselves a nice little uptrend and it's actually following that over here, that is not the question. BNB is actually following. Oh, I said Solana. I meant to say BNB. BNB had these movements, but right here, this is the point of control for BNB. This is $628, and it is following it, right? BTC or BNB did have a mind of its own when the markets were going down. There was moments where it did this and it did that, and Solana kind of did as well. But at the end of the day, it was still following a downtrend, right? This 50 moving average was still technically in a downtrend. Even with those spikes, it was still a downtrend. Now we should be happy because we are trading above this 50 moving average, which most likely will fill this gap, will come to this point of control, $634, or the upper value range up here at 705, which will make every BNB play, your Captain BNB, your XPX, your FEG token, and everything that you hold on the BNB chain go a lot higher. And that's all in the pipeline, everybody. That is all in the pipeline, everybody. And I want you guys to check this out. I want you guys to be able to see what we got going on. And let's go to Solana next. I thought we were doing Solana for a second, but hey, these charts, a lot of them have this kind of where they look very similar. And we still got Solana marked up right here. Here we go. We talked about it, everybody. It's right here happening right before your eyes. It's above the 50. How are we able to say this on every single one? There has to be something there for us to be like, wait a minute, why are we able to say this on every single one? What's going on with that? Why is there's this ability to continue to say, hey, there's something trading here and I need to keep an eye on it, right? So to me, it's pretty interesting. That's what we have. And basically that uptrend is ready. We have the hottest market right now on our sides. The downtrend is over. I think that was that first correction. And this first value range is $600 or $160. The next area that Solana will go up to is 236, and everybody's going to be mad if you paper handed it. It's going to come back, everybody. So that is Solana's price prediction. It will go up to 160 first and then come up to the point of control, 234. And if it does want to come up to the upper value range, it will be 269, everybody. We got one more that we're going to check out for all of you guys. We're going to go to Avalanche, and then we're going to go DeFi mode, even more DeFi. We're going to go back channels, trenches, and we're going to do this together. We're going to dig ourselves out, everybody. We got AVAX right here, the one that I've been telling you guys for a while about. Here we go, $21. Pretty interesting thing going on with AVAX. Maybe not. Maybe you've seen it before. Maybe you've seen it on the BTC chart. Maybe you've seen it over here on this channel, me talking about it nonstop and how we got bullish momentum, finally breaking above the 50 moving average. We got AVAX with the potential coming to $32, which it will, especially with Arena and all the hype. It's going to trade like this, right, and make it up here and fill this gap. Now it's got a nice little area that it wants to come up to, and most likely will. It's $41. We covered it on the channel. There's a humble pie in the oven right now. So long as BTC continues in this path, we're most likely going to be serving that up, because we're going to see AVAX go from $19 when I was telling you guys about it to $41, right, and then potentially going to the upper value range of $53, everybody. So AVAX looking really good. Market looking really good. BTC's looking good. You're looking good. I'm looking good. Everybody's looking good, everybody. So very, very exciting times in the market. A little bit of fluctuation. We were getting really close to 2.99 trillion, almost getting that $3 trillion in the market cap. That was the all-time high of the last bull run. So the fact that we're still alive, the market's still going good. We're right next to all-time high of last bull run's overall market cap, and we're ready to break past that. To me, is very exciting. Now, maybe that's not enough for you guys, but here, let me show you guys. We'll go over some quick little details, and we'll go and swing over to the DeFi side, talk about Captain BNB, FEG token, XPX, and all your favorite projects, everybody. But right here, BlackRock Leadership sees record BTF inflows. Retail investors hold 80% of ETF assets. Bitcoin market cap exceeds $1.75 trillion, everybody. Record 3 billion in inflows to Bitcoin's ETF. Do not fumble the bag. This is your .com moment. This is your Google. This is your Yahoo. This is your Ask Jeeves. This is it. This is your Motorola flip phone going to a touch screen. This is that moment. This is BlackBerry finally having to get rid of the buttons. This is the moment that everything changes and you make something really big. And obviously, if you had any question if there's anybody else, are you alone? No, $3 billion in inflows, everybody, to Bitcoin ETFs. That's not going to stop. That's not going to stop, everybody. It is not going to even stop. It's just going to keep going up as more and more countries, as more and more states, as more and more people understand that this is the future of finance. This is not just like a speculative asset. This is not just a maybe this thing is a good hedge. No, this is the future of the financial infrastructure. Everything else are pluses or negatives or different like branches of, but what this really is at the core, at the root, this is the future of finance. Whatever branches, whatever tree stems off of this, and whether you want to look at it in the NFT market, there's going to be moments that parts of the market fluctuate and it might make you have a little bit of doubt. But I need you to understand, when you rip everything away and you take all the context away, at the end of the day, what this is a vehicle to move money in a futuristic way, everybody. And we are helping build that today. You are helping build that today with me, everybody. This is what we're doing. We're the innovators. We're the early adopters. And we're waiting for the early majority to give them some humble pie. They're going to get leftovers of that humble pie, and they're going to get the crumbs of that humble pie, everybody. So make sure that you guys stay tapped into this channel because we're having a lot of fun. We're talking about cryptocurrency, and we're not missing out on, honestly, what's going on over here. So somebody asked, is FEG token still alive? Yeah, alive and pumping. Yeah, alive and pumping and seeing some life in the chart and a lot of exciting things going on behind the scenes with FEG token. As we see the market start to pump up and FEG token starts to pump up. FEG token just deleted a zero, and XPX is on its way to delete a zero, which is really cool. So we're in this perfect time right now, everybody. We're in a good moment right now. So let's see what we got. This is 7 hours ago. Raid competitions are back, baby. Oh yeah. Participate in raids during the competition period to stack XP and earn FEG. Based on your points, you'll receive a share of the prize pool. More XP equals more rewards. Time frame, weekly. Prize pool, 2.5 milli of FEG token. Excuse me, everybody. Which is very bullish. And where is it at? Inside the FEG chat. So that person asking, is FEG token still alive? Yeah. And get to work. It's alive. I want some raids going. I want some weekly rewards going. Let's crash out on the market, everybody, in a good way. Let's go. Let's see what else we got over here. We got top trending BNB meme coins last 7 days. Wait a minute. We're trending again? You're telling me that when everybody else sees this, your cat, your broccoli, your Coma token, all these people that hold BNB, before all these guys were just only doing Solana stuff. They didn't want to come to the BNB chain, but now they have to talk to us. They have to check us out. And they see that gorilla standing there very, very, very strong, everybody. So very exciting times, everybody. If you guys can, like I said, leave some comments down below of the projects you guys are buying. Call the Can Do Chads in here. Let me know what you guys are doing, what you guys are buying. But, spam the comments because people watch these videos and you guys want everybody to know what you guys are actually buying. But here we go again. Pretty cool. I mean, not down here. Over here, top gainers, BNB chain, last 24 hours. You got FEG token right there. And that gorilla looks so good. That gorilla looks so good, everybody. Don't tell me it doesn't, because I'm going to have to call you a liar right there on the spot, because FEG token has what it takes, everybody. In case you guys forgot, $4.8 billion market cap at one point. Look at that wallet, was looking crazy. Whoo! Total FEG balance, reward since the last buy, 392, $4.8 million in that wallet. Woo! What was the market cap? The market cap right here on this one was 793. Imagine what this wallet looked like at 4.8 billion. Wow, everybody. And this stuff is going to happen again. You guys don't want to miss out. If you guys want to continue to stay tapped in with what's going on with FEG token, definitely join their main account. Give them a follow at FX Token. Tap in with the TG, but also, tap in with us on Gorilla Radio on Fridays. We have, also the Ape Tank. We have Welcome to the Jungle. We have a lot of spaces going on, a lot of TG stuff going on with, Blunt House. There's so many things. The Gorillas are definitely back. And I know that person was just saying that because there's no question of a doubt that anybody who ever knew about FEG Token, the only reason they're gonna ask, is FEG Token still alive? Is because you're seeing us. You're seeing us. That's really what's going on. You know we're alive. Let's not front, everybody. You've seen us. You're like, oh my God, what's going on? I'm seeing them everywhere. And get used to it, everybody. Get used to it because we're gonna start to go a lot higher, everybody. The market is the wind behind our wings or under our wings or behind our back, and it's pushing us. And right now we are going with the flow of the river, and you got to go with the flow. So FEG Token's going with the flow right now at just over $10 million market cap, deleting at zero, headed towards $20 million market cap. That $50 million market cap is going to make everybody feel really crazy and pretty much excite a lot of people. And then when we delete the next zero, at $100 million market cap, a big gorilla humble pie gets served up because everybody's going to say $1 billion FEG token for sure, everybody. That's all within reach, everybody. This happens in crypto all the time, so it is very doable and very achievable, especially with a project that has created, if not one of the best launch pads in DeFi, everybody. And I can speak for that. I can vouch for that. Launching XPX with Marlon, with David, with Ali, and having a successful project operating. I'm not just saying these things. I'm not telling you to go launch a project. I'm not saying I love FEG Token because I want to love it. I'm saying it because I actually used their Smart DeFi Launchpad and the community that has come to XPX and has enjoyed their stay at XPX. It's all thanks to the Smart DeFi Launchpad. So they have taken over and really launched an amazing Launchpad, which I'm excited about. So is this community. We're headed towards deleting our first zero again right here. Let's go delete that thing already. That's at $1 million market cap, which would be very bullish. 1.5 million. FOMO starts, we start getting everybody that has BNB in their wallet to kind of say, uh-oh, these guys are headed towards all-time high. And you know what's amazing, everybody, is that we're going to. We're going to. We have achieved some amazing things with how many paid orders, how many clients we have. We have our first celebrity. We have businesses operating. FEG Token is doing all their servers. You guys heard it from Rox. You guys heard it from RTR in that last space when he gave us a shout out on the Soul Saver space. How the whole infrastructure, which is continuously expanding, uses XPaysX pay portal, everybody. And to me, that is absolutely exciting to be the developer, to be part of the team, to have a community, and to have something that's growing nonstop and people are using this around the world and something that we can scale up and refine and get better nonstop is absolutely amazing. We have ourselves a true gem right here. And that is thanks to Smart DeFi and thanks to the community, thanks to, people like TK, the community lead, thanks to the team we have. And thanks to you guys actually trusting the process with us. I really appreciate it. You guys have my word that we're going to take this thing all the way. I have some very exciting things being built on, being worked on. And if you guys want to learn more about some of that stuff, definitely join me for that Troll Dens space. Is going to be pretty exciting, pretty amazing. Shout out to the guys doing that, holding it down. Shout out to Alpha for these kind words of he said about, XPX. And I don't want you guys to miss out, man. We're expanding in this market big time. Don't sleep on XPX. It will change your life. I know it will. That's what we're building here. That community hour yesterday was like, it was pretty amazing, actually, everybody, because I'm over here telling you guys of everything that we've achieved and everything that we've done. And I started building something yesterday. My times are a little bit messed up because I've been staying up late and I was doing some things the other day before yesterday since like 3 a.m. But it's for us to expand on the business side of the portal. And what's cool is that somebody can come to us with an idea and we're able to provide that. And it's an idea that I think it's going to be pretty revolutionary for the space. And it's another ace for XPX. So yesterday during that community hour, it was really amazing to just see, hey, we made it out of that downtrend. We broke out of the downtrend. We have a project like FEG Token. We have other businesses operating on our pay portal. We have over $95,000 in paid orders, everybody. This is not $950. This is not, $9,500 in some, utility in the space. This is almost, 100K, everybody. And yes, I wanted it to be a lot faster, but still at the end of the day, we have something that is worth scaling up, everybody. It's worth going up. What, we 10x? What, we're celebrating that we've done $1 million in paid orders. Then we're celebrating that we're doing that every month. Then we're celebrating that we're doing that every week. which we will, because no matter if the market is green or red, people will always have to pay bills. And if you're looking to pay bills, if you're looking to use your cryptocurrency for what it's supposed to be used for, I mean, you're supposed to be using this for an electronic cash system and leveraging cryptocurrency. If this is something that you want to be a part of, I highly suggest, it's not financial advice, that you really take a close look at this team, that you take a really close look at this project, at this community, and what we're able to do. Because if any project in this space have done as many paid orders as us, they would be very, very excited, everybody. Now, it's our job as a team, it's our job as a community to scale this thing up. We just got Sasquatch. I'm gonna count him as our first celebrity. Shout out to TK for getting Sasquatch all the way onboarded. He's having fun with his card. So we got, a pro wrestler, which I think is super cool because, wrestling was obviously cool when you're very young. And seeing him punch Sting, which was one of the wrestlers that was my favorite. I can't believe he punched one of my favorite wrestlers when I was growing up. Back in the day, he was just punching Sting right in the face. And the fact that he's over there saying that our XPX card is better than his American Express black card, which is metal, and our card feels better, and you can hear our card in the background, and that we have a project that has that, and that we've done all these paid orders, that is bullish, bullish, bullish. We're not saying we did $950 and paid. No, we're about to be celebrating some big things. So yesterday was, as I'm telling Mr. Mo, as I'm telling the community, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. We're taking this thing all the way, Mr. Mo. We're Feg for Life, XPX2, TK, Ali, Marlone, David, Colin, Darren, Psychedelic Angel, all of you. We're going to take this thing all the way. And we have an immense amount of merit and reasoning of why we take this all the way. This is not a project that did $950 in paid orders. This is a project that is expanding with local businesses here in Las Vegas, in different states, with projects within the DeFi space using our pay portal, and something very, very cool that we're already starting to build out. Maybe in a month and a half or 2 months, it should be fully built out. We're not going to rush it. We're going to do it just right, but it's going to be something that is going to be, it's really bullish. I have not heard nobody talk about it in the space, and I think people have missed this. And as we get closer, I'll start to identify this thing a little bit more. But if you guys are looking to be a part of this project that has already proven that we have enough merit, enough reasoning to continue to push forward, we have one of the biggest projects. You know how cool it would be to just have any project using XPX Pay for the infrastructure? Do you know how much Feg Token's going to be using our stuff when they're back in the billions of dollars of market cap? We have one of the biggest projects. We have a $1 billion team that decided to use our payment infrastructure to pay for that stuff. So very, very exciting times. Almost a big realization yesterday happened to me of, I'm always like with my horse blinders on, and I don't care about the noise. I don't care about the gossip. I don't care about the drama. I care about success. What do I have to do to keep my word to this community, to see the opportunity that we have, this .com moment, to block out the noise, to make it happen? And, we have. But yesterday was that day where I was like, oh my God, we're doing this thing. And that idea that it's already being built out. That's what's amazing. It's going to be pretty cool for all of us, for the whole space. So back up the truck, everybody. This idea that's going to be rolling out is only going to 10x, is only going to continue to have more people using our pay portal, which in turn is going to have a real mechanism that's already proven to do a really substantial amount of money. Buybacks and burns, everybody. Buybacks and marketing, everybody. Buybacks and development, everybody. And that's what we have right now at your fingertips. You guys can come to xpxpay.com, which is blowing me away that you guys can do that right now, whether you hold XPX or not, and order your card right now. You're going to want to do this. If you have a business right now, I suggest you go make a business account right now and go to xpxpay.com. If you're somebody that wants to pay crypto, but you don't want to, you want to use your crypto to pay for stuff, but you don't want to KYC for a card, a virtual card or physical card, come over here to Crypto Bill Payments. We're not leaving you guys out. I'll give you guys some alpha. We have some more non-KYC things coming because obviously we got 2 KYC things. We got 1 non-KYC thing. That's not fair. Let's add another non-KYC thing right here for the people. How's that, Mr. Mo? Can we add more non-KYC stuff for the people? There we go. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Why one got 61 points? I don't know, man. I don't know what that means. You got to come in here bullish, man. This is a bullish stuff, man. Okay, okay, that's what he's talking about. I didn't know what he was talking about. Oh, he's talking about the wallet holdings. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. I see what he's talking about. Thank you, Saphir. And that's why we got a well-versed community. They got my back. That's what it is. You know, we gotta when you're looking up the smart contracts, you gotta remind yourself that there's a burn mechanism, right? So that's gonna be on the smart contract, right? You got the burn, 15.7%. You're gonna have your staking contract. You're gonna have your asset backing contract, right? So we have all these contracts that you guys can look up and see exactly where it's at. You know, one of the cool ones that you guys can go look up is just the asset backing one, which is, you know, pretty amazing. If you guys ask me, go use this one right here. Logic address, you know, go to this asset backing, you know, grab that asset backing, back them assets up. Actually, this is asset backing BNB. I'm pretty sure that's the, one second. I'll show you guys what's up and you guys can go to what it looks like. Actually, let's open this. Let me see if I can do it. This is SD scan one. Let me back it up and let me show you guys what's up. And then we're going to go to the next projects. We're going to talk about everybody's project. We're putting in some overtime. I know we're at the 40-minute mark. Don't worry. I see Magic. I see Captain BNB. All you guys, don't go nowhere. Don't fade the chat. Don't fade the stream, everybody. Let me bring this up for you guys. Let me show you guys the asset backing one, which is absolutely amazing. When you guys do this, you guys click on backing and grab this one right here. Logic address. Put into, let me put it on this screen over here. Right here. So go to asset backing right here. And then so far in asset backing, XPX has backed up your XPX tokens with $33,000, everybody. That's not counting. That's just asset backing. That's not the liquidity pool. That is asset backing. So $33,000 in asset backing and BNB backing your tokens up is absolutely amazing. So our smart contracts are a little bit different, but definitely check it out. So you might see one that's like, hey, why is this one right here? This is our asset backing because in Smart DeFi and XPX, you're able to take out a loan against that asset backed value that's sitting right there in BNB and then take that loan, come over here, get you a card or pay your bills with that loan. You're basically having all these bank attributes within Smart DeFi and especially leveraging XPX and Smart DeFi together and knowing what we got here is crazy bullish, everybody. The fact that you can stake your XPX tokens, make passive income, use that passive income to take out a loan because that passive income that's been getting generated has BNB backing up every single XPX token, take out a loan against those asset-backed BNB, and then use it on a Visa card, which I did yesterday, everybody. I didn't take out a loan, but I'm just saying I used my card yesterday, and you guys can as well. This is the future of payments, everybody. That's just what it is. And as we continue to expand and we focus on payments and we let meme coins, you know, mine the gold, we will continue to provide the pickaxes and the shovels. We're not here to get in the way of anybody. The only thing that XPX is here to do, and I never want anybody to forget it, is to provide value. Ask yourself, how can I provide so much value to the marketplace that the marketplace has no choice but to answer back and give us some value? And that's what we're having happen right now. If you guys want to learn more about XPX, go to xpxpay.com. Get ready for the merch store that's going to be launching very, very soon. You guys can check out and learn everything that means X pays X. Very, very bullish, everybody. Man, I'm so pumped up. Loving you guys right now, what we're doing, what we're accomplishing. The end of that downtrend, the movement going up, the rally going up, the amount of paid orders, everything that we have accomplished. What I was awake for at 3 o'clock in the morning to start building this out because I just couldn't wait to think about it. Yesterday, that's all I was talking about. This morning, you know, I had a talk with TK. Had to talk with a few other people, and yeah, very bullish. And the fact that we keep being able to do that is very, very exciting. So if you guys want to stay up to date with XPX, definitely give us a follow at XPX Token. Come to xpxpay.com to learn more, order your cards, or also just join the TG, join the community. I mean, very welcoming community, a lot of fun to hang around. This is not just a regular utility play where we're just serious and we don't know how to have fun. If anything, we know how to have almost too much fun sometimes, all right? So bill payments, non-KYC, 10 countries, 40,000 companies, pay utilities, loans, mortgages, and more. Easy, hassle-free, and borderless, everybody. That is XPX in a nutshell, everybody. Man, oh man, let's keep going. Let's go to Deck Screener. Let me know what you guys are buying right now. I appreciate you guys so much pulling up. We got Jesus Coin. Actually, I want to bring up Kendu right now. We'll have Jesus Coin pull up. These shorts have been doing fantastic. They're up and up. But I had Kendu pulled up. Hopefully the Kendu Chads are listening. I know a lot of them are from Australia, and we're doing a kind of later stream, so maybe they'll pull up. Shout out to Kendu holding it strong. I love how this community just keeps pushing forward. Over $12 million market cap, very very strong, and it just shows that like communities have so much power. Everybody, like they have their energy drink. They have. I might go skydiving soon. I don't know. This guy did this, and I love this. This level of like that's so cool. With a can do sticker, that is bullish, everybody, and that's what you got. You got a community right here. Look at this. What? What is this? Wait a minute. This is why we have to. This is why. Wait a minute. Where's Kendu at? Can you guys go to Kendu's chat right now and tell him to get over here? They haven't. They've sent me energy drinks. They haven't sent me no beer now. They haven't sent me no beer. A reminder to bid purpose and token bridging real life to crypto. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. We have to take on the we have to take on the real world stage. Now you guys got beer. Oh, the can do what? What? Like, can do in Las Vegas, baby? Can do in Las Vegas, baby? Real recognize real? I know they got me and Ali on some of this as well. You guys should have used that one to get me up there, man. Where's that one at? Oh, this looks cool. Let's see what we got right here. What is this? Can do right there. That's amazing how you guys are, getting all this done. This is funny. What else we got here? Let's see what else we got. Of course, we got people getting tatted. We got energy drinks. We got coffee. And now we got some beers. We got a nice little Miata going pretty fast right there, too. Shout out to the Miata driver. I got 2 projects. If you do a viewer request, you got 2 projects. Ghetto anime recap. Get your communities up here. Look at these guys. You guys know who these guys are. You got Rico. You got Ali right there. What? That's pretty cool. Shout out to you guys for doing that. Pretty cool. I really appreciate it. If we grind together, we will shine together, everybody. If we grind together, we will shine together, everyone. That's just how it goes. If you get very Eastern Island, you end up people coming to your island thousands of years later trying to figure out what the heck you guys were doing on that island. So what were they even doing? What was that all about? But Kendu's got to work, man. They're putting in that work. They got IPAs. They got a great looking, community that's always pushing forward and bouncing this chart right back. And they're doing their thing to be able to make that happen. So shout out to them, headed in the right direction as far as going towards that $30 million market cap, breaking that and going a lot higher, everybody. I'm pretty sure that they're going to go higher. Let me know down in the chat. How high can they go, everybody? How high can they go, everybody? That's the question. So let's keep the show going. I see the Kendu Chads did pull up. Shout out to them. If you guys are listening later on, let's go to Jesus Coin next, since we're right here and we're already going to cover them. We're going to check out everything. Then we got, what else do we have? We had some other projects. We had Distribute come up. We got Captain BNB. I need to see, where's the rest of Captain BNB? I want to see more Captain BNB up in here. Where are you guys at? Here we go. Jesus Coin right here, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to Profit Bear, always doing giveaways for memberships and getting people to pull up. Very, very cool. And we need this. This is a good vibe. You need billions will hodl Jesus. I mean, if you think about that, if all of these people became a Jesus coin holder, you can forget about Shiba Inu. I mean, the biggest community is the Jesus community, right? Is one of the biggest ones. This guy has got to be up there. So you get all of these people to even hold one Jesus coin, it's gonna be real, everybody. And then they get XPX to be the way that people are able to donate to the churches, and you take it to the next level. X pays X is the way that you make it happen, everybody. X pays X is the way that you make that happen. That's what we're here to do. And maybe many will see that now, or maybe they'll see it later on, but that's what we're building out. We're going to basically be here to help build the future for either churches, businesses, individuals, crypto projects. We're here to build the future today, everybody. This is Jesus Coin cruising right now at 6.4 million. I don't know how they can wait, man. They must have so much gold and money backed up because, we got people waiting for them to make a XPX account so they can donate to the church. So the minute Jesus Coin gets that portal done and ready to go, we'll get some donations going that way. Let's go to Captain B&B. They pulled up first. We got distribute right here as well. Let's go to Captain B&B, and then we'll pull up distribute next. Pull up everybody. And then we got the other one that guy said. He said Magic is the other one that he's holding. Here we go. A nice little dip on Captain B&B. Very natural hit on the $10 million market cap, coming right back down, most likely to 5, and then a nice little pump to make everybody wish they didn't sell it, right? And that's something that we've seen a lot in this space, where it goes up to 10 million, it comes back, and then it gigasends everybody. Okay, there's got to be a shakeout, because a lot of people that bought higher prices, they're finally feeling like they get to get out, right? They're like, oh my god, we get to get out, we're out of this thing. So they got to do that. That's natural movement in the space. So let's go to Captain B&B. Let's see what they got going on their X. The cape must stay on, everybody. The cape must stay on. Absolutely. Here we go. Captain B&B. Inevitable, everybody. What else we got right here? Hey, captains, the Captain B&B dev team just dropped a burn dashboard so you can easily track the constant deflationary burns done by 4.meme to Captain B&B token. Over 10.4% of the total supply has already been burned, and it's only going to keep going. This right here. So here we go. This is why we do this, everybody. This is why we check everything and we learn together. Because here we go. We got a new dashboard for what? To check out the burn. The Captain B&B check out the burn. So look at this. They got 0.2. Who waiting to get burned? Last burn was this much about 7 hours ago. So now you guys can come over here and check the burns that 4.meme is doing for Captain B&B. That is a token launchpad that is buying Captain B&B and burning it. Buying Captain B&B and burning it. So very, very bullish, if you guys ask me. And maybe something we can do for Smart DeFi as well. It doesn't have to be as much as they're doing, but maybe we could do something like that. I know Feg Token, Rocks even himself owns a lot of XPX. I don't want him just to burn it. I want him to use it for what he thinks, can help the space. But I think burns are also very bullish, and maybe there's something here. This is a great little marketing tool, and shout out to Captain B&B for doing this. Shout out to 4.meme for representing Captain B&B on this level. And, if we grind together, we'll shine together. So the fact that 4.meme is doing this, representing Captain B&B, publicly burning these things, all this stuff is very bullish, and I like it. I like it a lot, everybody. This is something pretty good, pretty cool. BSC Daily. What's cool about this is because we're going to see XPX trending on this. We're going to see Feg Token trending on this. So the fact that we get to see, Captain B&B making reposts about this, and we get to start to rub elbows with the other B&B holders, to me is very exciting. And I'm rooting for Captain B&B. Out of all of these plays right here, honestly, everybody, I'm really close to the Captain B&B. I think it's really undervalued. I'm not saying nothing bad about these. Coma was another token that I knew had a lot of potential early on as far as bringing the B&B hype. But you got Captain B&B right now kind of pushing the lead. You got the CTD token that I think is going to be pretty bullish. But overall, what we're having is people talking about B&B a lot more, everybody. These are the hottest meme coins on the B&B chain. Nobody cared 4 months ago about what was the hottest this or the hottest that on the B&B chain. The fact that people are caring, the fact that people are talking about B&B back to back is extremely bullish for anybody who is building on the Binance Smart Chain. And I'm excited for the future, man. Today's a really good day. I could just wish that you guys are enjoying your guys' weekend. We broke out of an amazing downtrend, that was testing everybody. And now I can see the light for all of us, everybody. So really just, keep a grin on your face. Know that you're invested in great projects, that your community has nothing but potential and upside potential and opportunity to make things great again. And it's really up to us. Like, it's not just like a free ride. I'm not looking for a free ride, but the fact that we got BTC rising the tide, the fact that we got people talking about B&B again, the fact that we got $3 billion in inflows in ETF, the fact that we have the Bitcoin rainbow chart in our favor that hasn't hit yellow and orange, and it always does. I'm so excited for you guys, and I wanted to just say congratulations. And if nobody has told you in a while that you're doing a great job, I want to tell you, you're knocking it out the park. It might not seem like that right now, because the pitcher is winding up the pitch and you're, rotating the bat right above your shoulder. But I know that we're ready to rock this thing out the park. And it's going to be, of course, when BTC shows us little hints. When it rises, everything else does. So what is Captain B&B going to be at when BTC's at this, yellow and orange stage. It always goes into yellow and orange. You know, yellow and orange right here, yellow and orange right here, yellow and orange. You're going to tell me that the time that there's $3 billion in inflows that we're not going to see yellow and orange? Fidelity, Vanguard, Black Rock, Green Rock, Purple Rock, any color rock, everybody's coming in. Everybody is coming in. Of course, there's going to be corrections. Of course, there's going to be shakeouts to shake out those, projects that really don't have no diamond hand communities. Of course, there's going to be shakeouts and corrections to test the true conviction of the innovators and early adopters. But whether or not it's on the table for us to see that yellow and orange, I really think that if there was any other time that it was going to happen, this is that time. We have more cryptocurrency adoption than ever before. We have more cryptocurrency adoption with like open arms like never before. Before people were adopting crypto, but it was like shunned on. It was like, I don't know if you guys do it like this, but where they go like this, and they shame on you, or they go, the Rican, it was like, yeah, you're in crypto, but it's like gambling, or it's like not good, or it's this. And it's like, okay. Well, this time right now, people are only talking positive about cryptocurrency. States, nations, people, businesses, institutions, everybody is saying, oh, yeah, we love crypto. Mr. Wonderful, the Shark Tank, Mark Cuban, Grant Cardone. I mean, unlike never before, we see this thing taking life. And obviously, the real OG of all this, and the guy that I respect the most, because he's like me. I mean, I'm a Bitcoin maxi. Yeah, I mean, I'm like him or whatever. This is him on the bike. This guy's been leading the charge. And what's going to happen is businesses and companies are going to start to do what he's doing. So more people will start to do what I call the micro strategy trick, right? His strategy is something that's worked, and more companies and more businesses will have a Bitcoin reserve, everybody. And this is going to continue to climb. We'll flip Google again, we'll flip Amazon, we'll flip Nvidia, we'll flip Microsoft, we'll flip Apple, and we're gonna flip gold. Why? Because Bitcoin doesn't have to buy Google stock. Bitcoin doesn't have to buy Amazon stock. Bitcoin's not having a reserve of Nvidia. Bitcoin doesn't have a reserve of Apple stock. It doesn't care. But guess who does care? All of them have Bitcoin reserves, and those Bitcoin reserves will continue to grow. Why? Because somebody already showed them the trick. Somebody already showed them the trick that all you do with BTC is you buy and you hodl it. You hold it. That's all you do. This is a financial infrastructure being built right before your eyes. That's what you do. You ride the freaking Bitcoin wave, everybody. You get on that Bitcoin surfboard and you ride this thing with Michael Saylor. I'm going to see if I can meet him at this Bitcoin conference. You guys see we got it pulled up. I don't know. Maybe throw him an XPX hat or something. I don't know. Let him know that we love him, because, I mean, Michael Saylor has been one of the people that clearly has been making it almost irresistible for companies to say that they shouldn't have a Bitcoin reserve, everybody. So you are very, 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 very early in the idea of this blockchain technology, which I'm really, really excited to be a part of and be a builder in this space and everything that we get to do. And this is just the start, everybody. We're not even close. This is just the start. I don't think even myself, let's say Bitcoin hits the top of the yellow band, which is $250,000, which has always been where I think Bitcoin will go. Because once it gets to 150, people will try to call the top and say that's good enough. And what's going to happen is they get shooken out, and then it breaks up higher and goes into yellow, and FOMO incites, and it goes, possibly into $250,000. Maybe it doesn't go into the orange. But what will the price of BNB be? What would the price of FEG token be? What would the price of Captain be? All we have to do is keep building infrastructure, keep the DCA game going, build our chart up higher, and let Bitcoin raise the tide so freaking high that all of our bags look silly, everybody. This is a moment in time that we just have to ace it this time. This particular area of BTC happening in this little section is not going to be the same over here, because institutions will already be in, more and more countries will already be in. Everybody's going to be doing the Michael Saylor dance. It's not going to be the same. This one right here is unlike all the other. We will always remember the time that Bitcoin hit 100K and how it started to rally towards $250,000, and how this is the moment in time where nobody will ever deny Bitcoin ever again and even be like, maybe, I don't know. Stop. This is it. This is it. They said it would never hit 1,000. It did. It would never hit 10,000. It also did that, everybody. They said, fine, we'll give you 19,000, right? Remember when it went to 19,000? But it's not going to do 100K, Mr. Mo. Fact for Life XPX 2 is not going to do 100K. Guess what? The same people and new people that have the same characteristics are saying that it's not going to hit $1 million, that there's no way it's going to hit $250,000. And you think that Michael Saylor is loading up on BTC $500 million at a time because it's not going to keep going up? Is that what's going on? Has acquired $500 million. All you got to do is do what smart money's doing. I'm not trying to be as smart as I can chameleon act like Michael Strategies over here. I can do what Michael Saylor's doing, and that's what every other business is doing, institution's doing, and just accumulate, accumulate. And when BTC does his rally, everybody's bags will be up. Everybody's bags will be up. Our asset backing will be through the roof, and all of our bags are just going to be that much higher. So excited. So excited for everybody. Let's see what else we got. We got a couple more plays. That was Captain B&B. Let's see what else we got. We got Distribute. Welcome, Distribute. Putting in some overtime on the overtime for you guys. We just hit the hour mark. If you guys are loving that we're giving you guys a little bit more in the stream, then definitely come check us out. Share this live stream, Distribute. Shout out to them. I've been in the DMs with them as well. They're building, they're launching projects. They got a token launchpad for Solana. They're doing really good. I love that they brought that hype to Solana and they brought that utility to Solana. And this is undervalued. This is just undervalued. You got a token launchpad. You're doing, you're building into space. You're doing things very, very bullish. Very, very bullish on Distribute. And I believe that they have what it takes to go a little bit further and take it all the way. And, it's hard. It's tough in the beginning. It takes a little bit of time to continue to build this out. But whether or not it can be done and you have something here, you definitely do. This is something that, I'm sure that you guys don't want to fumble the ball on. The fact that people are being distributed in Solana is absolutely bullish. We've talked about doing something like this live on a live stream where we can have some fun, and I'm waiting for you guys. We'll lock it in where we can do it together, and we can walk through the process with the dev on how to launch a token. And I think that'd be something good to have on a stream where we show how to use Distribute. We go through every step, and we just have fun with it like that, right? So Distribute. Token launchpad for Solana plays. Don't only invest in the screams and the Solana blockchain, but also invest into some utility. You guys definitely deserve that. And if you guys want to learn more about the utility, go to distributesol.io and also give them a follow on their X account, which is at distribute_Solana, everybody, okay? And they allow anybody to go over there and launch a project. And the fact that they're sitting at 2.3 million is very bullish. And, they're really not worried too much about, the price of Distribute. They're not too worried about, what's going on with that. They're letting everybody basically get a bag as it continues to accumulate, because as projects continue to launch, it's going to help this ecosystem more and more out, everybody. So don't miss out on these discount prices on a project that's looking to build the future. The first reward token launchpad, you guys got it right there, everybody. That is Distribute, everybody. Now we got another one that's new to the channel. Somebody said, hey, buy Magic. Well, you know what? I love magic. I know a couple little magic tricks. That's why I'm always saying keep a ace up the sleeve. You gotta have some magic tricks, man. You gotta be magical sometimes. You can't just be run of the mill. Sometimes life needs a little bit of magic in it, everybody. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I like a little bit of magic sometimes in my life. I like a little razzle dazzle. What is this? I think I picked the wrong one. Actually, Magic, right? I want to look at the liquidity pools of it. So no, we picked the right one right there. The other one's okay, cool. And we're on Arbitron, so we got our first Arbitron play, everybody. Shout out to the Arbitron community. We got this one right here at 63 million with 350K in liquidity. So the liquidity is not like, crazy big for the market cap that it is, but still it's pretty substantial. Let's see where it started, where all this is coming from, what it's all about. Arbitron will have its moment again. You guys can also off-ramp your Arbitron on XPX. So this thing went way up. $2 billion market cap. This was launched 3 years ago, 6 months. Could be ready for the comeback. I mean, if there's ever a time to come back, right now is that market. Right now is that market. So treasure_DAO, everybody. See anything fresh? Okay, we got some fresh posts. Now, I would like to have the Magic community come up here. Maybe the team, if you guys can help us connect, if you guys are still listening, get the community to come up here so we can have this and have a breakdown of what they're building and have some special people on the guests. It's happening right in front of our eyes, 100%. 100%. Right before our eyes. Brand new financial infrastructure being built right before our eyes. So I do want to invite the Magic community. I think you guys have some potential. Obviously, you guys went through your shakeout and whatnot like that. Build on Arbitron. When these chains get quiet, they do pop up and get hot again out of nowhere. This one's trending number 5, so it's obviously one that everybody on Arbitron is familiar with. I don't know that much about it, but games are going to be a trend. Arbitron is going to be a trend again, and that's why you're able to off-ramp Arbitron on xpxpay.com, because I already know that this is going to be a huge wave. Arbitron is it's a great blockchain that is going to see a lot more volume as gaming becomes more of a cryptofied thing. These Arbitron and Avalanche layer blockchains will have more of an umph, but there's tons of gamers, there's tons of streamers that game. So whether or not this moment's going to come, that's for sure. And that's why you're able to off ramp Avalanche and Arbitron, because I know that these are blockchains that are going to do really, really well. And Arbitron is definitely one of them, everybody. So I think we've covered just about everybody. Let's go check on BTC. If there's some more projects that you guys want to check out that maybe I missed, we'll look at Speedy, looking good, 2 million. Let's look at Merv. We see Merv right here. Where's Merv at? Still consolidating, doing good right there at that 100K market cap. Getting ready to turn it around. Just been consolidating. This is a good spot to hold on to. It's bounced off it before, everybody, right here at 100K, went back up. Bounce right here, 100K, went back up. Bounce right here, went back up. And I'm sure they're going to turn up a little bit more, and having, everybody pull up to the spaces and do that stuff goes a long way. Possibly getting them back up on the streams will be really good and get some exposure on Merv, letting everybody know that is the TikTok cat, everybody. Let's go to Arrow Bud. Let's see what Toasty Sheep Nuts is up to. 8.6, creeping up, everybody. Arrow Bud community coming back to life. Of course, why is that? Well, ETH is going up. So all the ETH plays are going to go up organically no matter what. So very nice. Let's look at Mubarak. Where is this one at? 35 million. Very nice. We found that support a while ago. This is where it's headed towards. That 49 million, 50 million. Let's see what else we got. We're going to freestyle through these pretty quick. Let's check on Arena. One that I said was a money bag alert. Wink, wink. Hold it. If you could be a holder for 5 years and be like an investor, not a degen, and just stake the Arena token that you'll be receiving off their Arena platform, which is right here. You guys can go to your profile, go to wallet, and then you have your Arena. Where's the Arena at? So we have Avalanche in our stuff. We don't have no Arena, but on my main account I have Arena. And what you can do is Arena Portal. Let's click on this. You can buy Arena right off of this, and then you can stake Arena. So pretty bullish if you guys ask me. There you guys go. Staking Arena right there. Total stake. So I did stake the Arena. Okay. I thought I did. Oh no, this is how much is total stake. But you guys can have your Arena over here and you guys can stake it yourself. So the fact that Arena has a staking protocol, you guys know that I like those. I love the one that we have through Smart DeFi, but it lets me know that this thing is extremely undervalued. And if you can be a long-term investor on this, like let's say you're buying Facebook right at the beginning and you're saying, hey, I'm going to let Facebook buy Instagram. I'm going to let Facebook buy Snapchat. I'm going to let Facebook become the powerhouse of a company that it is, and let that bag sit there from the inception of Facebook to where Facebook is at now as far as Meta, Instagram, and all that. You will probably be, and your family and generations to come, extremely wealthy. This is not something that I'm looking at to touch in a year. I don't care if it goes to $100 million market cap. This is not something that I'm looking to touch at, $200 million market cap. This to me has the potential to be a SocialFi app that goes into the billions of dollars of market cap. And I think that they'll usher in, I've been telling you guys about this one since 2024. I think they'll usher in a lot of retail coming in and a lot of gamers and all this kind of stuff going on. All of these guys are now warm leads. I don't know what they're talking about. Tipping party, bless to be blessings. Okay, cool. You know what you do? You come over here, you put xpxpay.com. I've been seeing chefs cook on here. I've been seeing so many different people that I would have never known was DJs, crypto investors, everybody. And there we go. xpxpay.com. That's all it takes. People see it in the chat. They don't got much going on. and maybe tip them and say, hey, go check out xpxpay.com. You guys can off ramp your Avalanche. This right here is going to be huge. This is going to be huge, and I'm looking forward to seeing this thing develop, this whole arena process, and what it's going to bring to the table. Very, very big in the space, and long-term play, everybody. Long-term play on the arena project. But I think we covered everything. I mean, we got a nice Sunday afternoon. I'm about to have a great lunch. I'm going to test out our utility that we got coming out after the merch store. Some of you guys might know. Some of those who are really close to me know exactly what I'm talking about, because obviously there's another spot that goes right here, everybody, and there's more being built. There's more, right? But there's another spot that I've been testing that this is in the works right now. It's really close. It'll come out after the merch store. But I'm gonna go, have myself a wonderful lunch. My bags are secure. I got an amazing community. I got an amazing project, an amazing team. We're at a great time in this space. Why not test out some utility, have a nice lunch, and just enjoy the rest of the day, right? Let Bitcoin do what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's rallying back up. It's looking really good. Bitcoin breaks its upper value range. It gets more exciting, everybody. But we're at the perfect place, perfect time, perfect everything to knock it out the park. I think the only thing that can really mess it up is getting distracted by the noise, accidentally fumbling your bag when Michael Saylor's bringing in the whole world, and you got $3 billion in inflows, and the whole world is going to come into cryptocurrency. And I'm going to make sure a part of that percentage of the world is holding an XPX physical card or virtual card, or they're using our portal. But we are one of the players in payments as the world starts to adopt cryptocurrency. So have a fantastic rest of your guys' weekend. Absolutely amazing what we're accomplishing together. Finally breaking out of that downtrend, seeing the real projects and real communities come to life as the market continues to pump up. But this is what it's all about, everybody. So I want you guys to have a fantastic rest of your weekend. Get ready for Monday. No Monday gloomy days tomorrow. Let's just have a great day. Hopefully the stock market opens up green and we'll see Bitcoin push even higher into that point of control zone if the market's also green. I want you guys, like I said again, I'm going to say it again, enjoy the rest of your guys' weekend. Go have some lunch, dinner. Have a good night. I'll tuck you in if you guys are going to bed, if you guys need me to. But we're set to go, man. We're really, really set to go. We're finally broke out of that downtrend. Now it's just up to us to follow through, to release the utilities, to do what we're supposed to do, and build the chart up as people continue to adopt the idea of blockchain technology. Thank you guys for all the support. Appreciate all the communities that continuously pull up. The OGs, the veterans, and everybody who's new that's commenting, and subscribing. And if you're not and you guys can't do that, continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know.